Hi friends, welcome back to session 6 on Lean Six Sigma Green Belt training, and today we are going to discuss on challenges of Six Sigma or Lean Six Sigma I should say. So let's start. There are lots of challenges of Lean Six Sigma unlike other methodologies, but in no way all these challenges are barriers to Lean Six Sigma. You still can get amazing results from Lean Six Sigma principles, all the tools, and still you will face all these challenges. So it is better you know these challenges and ensure that you address all these challenges one by one. So let's start with few of the challenges which we are covering here. In the meantime, if you want to understand in depth of all these things and want the ebook as well, then we would request you to share your mail ID and we will share the ebooks based on which all these sessions are developed. So let's start with the first challenge, which is expensive methodology. Lean Six Sigma itself is a very expensive methodology considering what you have to do to reach to this level. For example, you have to train almost all the employees of any organizations where you want to change the thought process and start adopting Lean Six Sigma as a core methodology. So it includes lots of training, it includes mentoring, it includes the entire change of shift of culture for the organization, and it is not end with that. You have to keep this momentum going on. Now that is what exactly it is, a really expensive methodology to have, but once you start getting all those results, then it does not become expensive anymore. So once you start implementation of the projects, it is easy. Let's move on to the next one now, which is industry application. Lean Six Sigma can be applied across any industries. However, there are few industries where, like for example, the core research industries like the pharmaceutical, maybe a oil and gas core scientific research applications, epidemiology, and all those similar industries, you may not able to use it straight away. That's why there are few industries where this may not be useful. And you have to be careful while using this in those industries. It is not that you cannot use, you still can use everything, all the tools. There are so many tools available. However, you still need to have it carefully handled. Now, the next part is lack of support. What is support in a Lean Six Sigma ecosystem is, first, as I told you earlier, the training itself. So the organization needs to support this training. It has to be very qualitatively, it has to be great training. While you implement the projects or implement the changes, there are lots of change management which needs support from the management itself, from the leadership team itself. If they don't support these changes, then there is no point of having all this project implemented, because they will require changes. All improvement interventions comes with either process changes or technology changes or additional resource requirement. That has to be supported by the organization itself. Otherwise, again, all the projects will not have any conclusive benefit from it. The next one is lack of resource or knowledge. Now, lack of resources means, as I told you again, on the training resources, on the knowledge front, you need people who are experts in Lean Six Sigma implementation, working with the team to ensure that they know each and everything of Lean Six Sigma and use those for their good. Now, the example of lack of resources can be where you need few training managers, you don't have. You need few project managers and you don't have. You need few qualified project managers and you don't have. Now, going beyond this, how to use Lean Six Sigma without an expert, or to send in-house staff to be certified in Lean Six Sigma, this is something all organization faces a challenge. And somehow after a few years, they come back to a situation where they start compromising on all these things, and hence you start feeling the crunch of resources and knowledge both, and slowly but surely Lean Six Sigma implementation dies down. Next is poor project execution. The biggest challenge of a Lean Six Sigma project is that the project itself has to be on a DMAX cycle, right? Define, measure, analyze, improve, and control, more or less. There are other methodologies as well. But having said that, this also needs a different type of project management expertise. For example, in defined stage, though you are preparing a charter, but you are actually focusing on the problem itself and trying to get into the solution in later stages. However, in a normal project management, you would have certain tasks to be done and you just have to do it. But in a Lean Six Sigma project, it is a solution you are trying to identify for a problem, right? Which is invisible. So that's why the execution is a little different, and more or less it can be termed as a poor project execution. Next one is data access issues. As you might know, that Lean Six Sigma is a data-driven decision, and if you don't have data, there is no point in having assumptions and then executing the Lean Six Sigma project. And that actually ends the project itself. Without a data, there is no Lean Six Sigma project, most of the cases. However, for Lean methodology, you may not need a data, but most of the time you need data for Six Sigma projects. So that's the brief about the 6 challenges what we face. And congrats, you have completed chapter 1 today, and next we will start with the chapter 2 introduction, what we have and what's in store in the next few sessions. Thanks a lot for watching, and share your email ID if you need the ebook, and we will share with you. Thank you.